Beautiful morning here in Colombo. Colombo 10 is the destination, and the ground is a famous one. Now on the college grounds, Colombo 10 ready to host Mercantile F Division encounter between Empire Tees and Ansell Lanka. Promises to be an enthralling one. Very competitive group. Ansell Lanka winning both the games. Very good morning to all the cricket lovers who are joining us from across the country and the region, and for those who are joining us from around the globe, it's a warm welcome. This group comprising 6 teams, and only 2 teams get the opportunity of moving into second round, and Empire is in action for the first time and hoping to get their campaign right on track. Tost always plays a vital part, and we have our match referee for today's game, Mr. Manoj Pereira, down at the center together with 2 captains. And let's go across and join Asanka Hadirampala.
Good morning, and we are here for the toss of the next game in the MCA Division F cricket tournament. We have the 2 captains, Prabhat Dhananjaya and Dayan Dhammika, and also the match referee Manoj Pereira along with us. Let's flip the coin. Heads is the call.
Yes, heads.
Heads it is. මොකද්ද තීරණය?
අපි අද මුලින්ම පන්දු යෑමට තීරණය කරනවා. මොකද අපි කලින් මැච් දෙකක් ගහලා හොඳ කන්ෆිඩන්ට් පිට ඉන්නේ. දෙකේම අපි ෆස්ට් බෝලින් තමයි කළේ. අපි මේකෙදිත් try කරනවා අඩු ලකුණු ගානකට සීමා කරගන්න ඔපොසිට් සයිඩ් එක හොඳ ප්‍රෙෂර් එකක් දෙන්න සහ හොඳ ගේම් එකක් දෙන්න.
සාමාන්‍ය කොච්චර ලකුණු ගානක් ප්‍රමාණවත් කියලා ඔයා හිතනවද?
100 120 ප්‍රමාණය තමයි අපි තියාගන්න try කරන අපේ plans තියෙන එහෙම. අපි try කරනවා එහෙම.
සුබ පැතුම්.
Thank you.
දැන් මුලින් පන්දුවට පහර දෙන්න සිද්ධ වෙනවා. ලකුණු කීයක් විතර ගන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවද?
150ක් වගේ තමයි අපි ටාගට් කරන් ඉන්නේ. අපේ හොඳ බැට්මන්ලා සෙට් එකක් ඉන්නවා. අපි කොහොමද ફોකස් කරන 150ක ටාගට් එකක් දීලා බිල්ඩින් ප්‍රෙෂර් එකක් දීලා බෝලර්ස් චේන්ජ් එකෙන් හොඳ ගේමක් දෙන්න.
දවසේ තත්ත්වය මොන වගේ උදව්වක් වෙයිද?
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම හොඳ ක්ලයිමේට් එකක් එක්ක හොඳ බැටින් ලයින් අප් එකක් අපේ තියෙන හින්දා හොඳ සීසන් එක බලන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි.
සුබ පැතුම්.
Thank you very much.
That's the news from the centre. Prabhat Dhananjaya won the toss and elected to bowl first.
Chasing has been the preferred option right throughout this tournament. 60% of the games have been won by teams chasing. For the same reason, Ansell had absolutely no doubts. For Ansell, Dhananjaya, Jayatunga, Lakruan, Sanjeeva, Sila, Sampath, Madhumanta, Harshana, Deshapriya, Piris and Chetana. And for Empire is in action for the first time, Dhammika, Kumara, Sunanda, Rajakaruna, Rathasekar, Kumar, Sinaviratna, Madhushan, Deshan, Dalan and Dasanta. In action for the first time, largely unknown quantities. In comparison, Ansell right on top of the table, sitting pretty, winning both their games. First game won fairly comfortably against Commercial Banks, and the second game was even more convincing. Very tough group, just as I mentioned, the likes of Camera.lk, Ansell Lanka, Commercial Bank and Empire Tees hoping to get their campaign on a right foot. Very, very important game. Just 5 games per side. If you are to stand a chance to move into the second round, you need to win at least 3 of them. With that hope in mind, 2 batters working into the middle for Empire Tees. Dihan Piris and Amina Mallavarachi officiating today's game. Very bright, very sunny. It's been a dry spell leading up to this, and I can tell you, the venue, now on the ground, always a very, very special one. Lots of grades in international cricket. Learn the ABCs right here and now on the grounds. Well maintained. The outfield looks to be in perfect shape despite this being the school's cricket season. Ground maintenance, not the easiest thing to do. T20. It's about momentum and confidence. 2 batters hoping to start up the campaign with a good performance. We've seen just about 150, 160 runs, generally proven very, very effective. So far, we haven't seen teams going beyond 200 runs when it comes to chasing. But Ansell Lanka, I can tell you, it's a very, very good team. We are ready to get things underway here at Nana the Grounds. The first ball. He was doing his run-up, measuring his run-up. A slip fielder. Point. Cover, extra cover as usual. Long mid-off, mid-on. And at the moment, there are no mid-wicket fielders. And interestingly, there are no fielders in the deep on the onside. Interesting field set. Batter very carefully looks around. Customary outfield, I can tell, when it comes to T20s. Just two fielders outside. Umpire Dihan Piris says, let's go, boys. And faster bowlers generally done a fairly good job when it comes to Magatal F Division T20 League, and entrusted with the duty of feeling the brunt inside the first power play. Everything is in readiness. We are underway then. Good start, always important. There are no talks about looseness, settling into good lines and length. It's just about switching on right from the word go. Margin for error minimal. These matches are played on a mat, so you would expect ball to come on to bat fairly well. There will be a little bit of bounce here and there, and generally horizontal bat shot will come very, very useful. Just about the same line. First delivery, he lets it go, and the second delivery given the full Monty. Strong looking player. I have no doubts he was sent in with a purpose in mind, that is to get quick runs. Bowler so far has done well. Deshan Silva done pretty well for Ansell Lanka during the first game as well as the second game. Danica, strong looking right-hander. That's a wild swing, I can tell you. He was nowhere near. Deshan Silva understanding the importance of sticking to a plan. Very strong offside field. Decent figures, 250s. That'll do it. Found the right length, and he knows. Batsman now pretty much unsettled, under a little bit of pressure. Must be nervy. First game of the tournament. That nerves take a while to settle and understand the fact. There you go. Straight away indicates that he is a strong performer for Ansell. 6 for 20. He's a wicket taker as well as the economy and the average. It's a full toss. First runs on the board for Empire Tees, getting their campaign underway. Huge responsibility, I can tell you, to right-handers out there in the middle. Opening the bat, you're straight away hoping to get your campaign on the track. Generally, Dasanta, Lakshita Dasanta, 10 matches, early days, highest of 30. So fantastic opportunity. Fast outfield, I can tell you, pretty dry. And there are a few bare patches closer to the boundary. Strike rate needs to improve. T20 format, to expecting at least to go at 120 minimum. but you are entrusted with the duties of opening the batting. Means you are talented enough to do the job. Very well bowled, just a bit of movement. So far, Deshan Silva not trying to do too much of experiments. Excellent over, just given away a single. So it's a good start for Ansell Lanka. 1 for no loss. Fairly lengthy batting lineup. Gayan Dhammika, captain and the wicket keeper. Important position. He's slotted in to come in next. Isuru Deshan, Ajit Kumara, Ramesh Kumara, expected to do the job. 160 minimum. Anything above would be a bonus. We've seen teams losing too many wickets up at the top, trying to go after a bigger score than they are capable of. Whichever the format, losing wicket initially, not going to help. Spinner straight away into the action. Chatura, left arm orthodox spin bowler. Slower through the air, cut away and finds a gap. It's just a matter of finding the gap. Outfield will do the rest. Timed it well enough. Strong looking Dhanika. Now he must be feeling very, very confident about getting that boundary. Always helping you to get rid of those nerves. It's a game of momentum. Certainly very strong looking player and beautiful bat swing. Fast hands. Even slower. Through the same region. Just about the same result. Back-to-back boundaries. The campaign well and truly underway for Empire Tees. Line was all right, but way too short. Half cracker. If you are expecting to get away with that sort of a delivery, you must be kidding. An edge. There are no slips. Does it have enough legs? Yes, it does. 4 more. Dhanika knew exactly what he's doing. If you go for it, just like that, holds nothing back. Outer half of the bat, not exactly the area he would have intended, but the intended result, I have no doubts. 13 for no loss. We are still in the second over. 3 boundaries on a trot. Now for the first time, the line is all right, but still I think Chatura should be a little fuller than that. It's a tricky business bowling inside first power play. That'll do it. Straight to the fielder, gets a single, and he's gone. Oh my goodness, he's taken a long while to get to the other end, and he's the one who's responsible. That was his call, went for it, and taken a long while. Decent enough. Job done by the fielder. Just a matter of sending in a decent return, whipping the bails off. Post picker down. That's definitely not the best piece of running. And after getting back-to-back boundaries and a single, Lakshita out for naught. Must be disappointed. Having done so much of practice, dedication, and you are hoping for a bright start as a batsman. But unfortunately, it didn't really took off and just maybe misjudged that single. 13 for 1, and Ansell will definitely use this opportunity to get in few economical overs. That's more like it. Slightly fuller. 12 runs off. but they've lost a wicket after 13 for 1. Wonderful pictures coming your way courtesy of Sporty.lk right throughout the day and right throughout the tournament as we speak. Another set of matches taking place at the home of Mercantile Cricket MCA grounds. That was very close, inside edge, not too far away from the stumps. Must be his lucky day. Picks up another boundary. Now all of a sudden, score moves up rapidly. 17 for 1. If it wasn't for that lethargic piece of running campaign, just about on the right track. He means business. He was sent in with a purpose, and that is to find boundaries. So far done a stellar job. 4 boundaries, and he's dealing in boundaries right now. Oh, towards the direction we are. Sounded sweet off the bat. I tell you, he's a strong man, strong hitter. He means business. Short enough. Given the full Monty. Holds nothing back. 23 for 1. Excellent start. Deshaun for the first time, just maybe during this tournament, under pressure. Just about the same shot. Was Fuller, back of a length, right on top of the stumps. And Dandika wouldn't mind. Looks like a player who knows his strengths and weaknesses. And coaching staff, team management was sent him in with a purpose in mind. And that's exactly what he's following. Inner part of the bat, straight onto the foot. A dot ball. Dot ball, always a good result. Builds a little bit of pressure. Puts batters under pressure. And helping you to keep the opposition to a manageable score. We've already seen how fast the outfield is. It's just a matter of getting through the outfield, finding the gaps. Decent enough timing would do the job. Fuller and Deshaun Silva. Look at the celebration. He's a clever operator. Knew exactly what the batsman was up to. Balled it Fuller straight in line with the stumps. You miss, I hit theory in action. After brief cameo. Strong looking opener. Danica walks back. Empire Tees 2 down for 23. Excellent piece of bowling. 4 boundaries and a 6. That's his way of doing business. Fairly good start despite losing 2 wickets. Excellent run rate so far, 8.13. 2 down. We are still in the 3rd over. If Ansell do well here, they will definitely increase their chances of moving into quarterfinals. Only 2 teams will get the opportunity of moving into quarterfinal round. New batsman, yet another right-hander. It will be interesting to see what his approach will be. Hashan or not. Deshaun high on confidence after picking up a wicket. Superb. Testing the techniques. Yes, he went for 10 runs, but he picked up a wicket. Excellent over. 3 done, 23 for 2. Looking at the teams battling hard in this is Group C encounter, coming to you live from Nalanda Grounds, Colombo 10, Sporty.lk, providing live coverage right throughout the day. Wonderful initiative, Mercantile F Division T20 tournament, sponsored by Fair First Insurance. Change in bowling, Prabhat Dhananjay comes in, 43 matches, experienced campaigner. Slowing it down in line with the stumps. I can remember he bowled fairly well against Commercial Bank. Started off really nicely and very economical spell. They're trying to cut off boundaries. Power play, very, very important. If team batting can get up to 60, maybe 50 runs during the first power play, that'll set the tone. Fuller delivery, that was in the slot, but I'm thinking Delanta's bat was angled towards the onside. Gets it into the gap, just about managing to pull that one inside the boundary. Two batters will exchange end for two comfortable. Prabhat Dhananjay was fuller. Previous delivery was a fuller one. He manages to get away with that. That'll do it. Bare part of the outfield. Not too much of grass. Ball travels pretty well. A little bit of bounce on that occasion for Prabhat. Not afraid to toss it up. Very low arm action. Not the tallest of bowlers. There you go. At the delivery strides, he gets low, and as a result gets a fairly decent loop. He was aiming to wind it up, was on a good line, and dot ball to complete a fairly decent over for Prabhat. After 4, 26 for 2. Batting so far for Empire Tees. Dhanika Namit batted superbly, 23. Brief cameo, but that'll set the pace. 153.33, excellent strike rate. Lakshita out for note. Horrendous piece of running. And from we are up here, feeling the glare. It's a sunny day, warm, excellent conditions. Kavisha Sampath brought into the attack. Quite a few very useful right arm seam bowlers in Ansell Lanka ranks. There are two teams representing Ansell Textiles, if I'm not mistaken. Kavisha Sampath, 11 matches, 12 innings, 14 wickets, 5 for 10. So he is capable of picking up wickets. 6.26 economy, slightly on the higher side. Starting up with a wide, and they are going for a single, which means 2 additional runs to the total. They wouldn't mind at all. Empire Tees looks like another team will definitely put up a strong case for the qualification. It's a tough group. Ansell Lanka, camera.lk. Well kept. Could have been worst. That's the right line and length. taken him just a single delivery. Talking about teams taking part in this group: Ansell, Camera.lk, Empire Tees, Mars Active, Commercial Bank B. Lost both their games. Still in with a chance. Outside the off stump, gets it over the infield. No need to run. That was struck beautifully. Width provided. Delanta says thank you so much. He was eyeing an opportunity to get it over the infield. And just the opportunity he was looking for. Simple stuff. Holds nothing back. Beautiful bat swing, and he earns another boundary. Score moves up to 32. Decent start despite losing 2 wickets. Was there an edge? Came off the pads, it seemed. Loud shot. Wicketkeeper wasn't all that interested. Just maybe knew. Wasn't reaching him. He has to bend down and dive to his right. Just like that. Good piece of wicket keeping nevertheless. They're still persisting with a slip fielder, which is very, very interesting. An edge, outer part of the bat, whichever way you may call it. Straight to the third, gets another single. It's a decent over. Started up by conceding a wide, then a boundary. Delanta, he must be feeling good now. Hashan, on the other hand, wasn't on strike. That was a rising delivery. Very strange looking shot, I can tell you. He was looking up. And I think they'll... Oh, that's the completion of the over, yes. Fairly good one for Empire Tees. Looks like still a delivery remaining. Umpire want to have a brief chat with his fellow umpire. Excellent piece of bowling. So strong comeback by Kavish after conceding a boundary. Bright start for Empire Tees. 5 done, 33 for 2.
$33 for 2 after 5 overs for Empire Tees. They were put into bat first by the opposition. Chatura Sanjeeva continuing with his second over. Good effort at the covers by the fielder. But as the return goes wild, a single conceded. That adds up to the total. Current run rate is around 6. Good delivery. He was trying to play it on the leg side. Sanjeeva rightly read the mind of the batter. Got it to spin and ball it a bit faster. Misfield, no harm done. Now Delanta looks a handy batsman. A full toss, resulting a dot delivery. Short and wide. He's bowling really well. Reading the mind of the batsman. Always outplaying the batter. 3 dot deliveries on the trot. And makes it 4 to end the over. 6 overs done. 35 for 2. Partnerships so far. Danica along with Lakshita Dasanta started off the innings. Just 13 runs between them. Now Kavisha Sampath is going to continue. 7 runs conceded in the first over he bowled. Bowls with some pace. On the back foot, straight away the batter. Now no backing up. Nice footwork by the fielder at the boundary. That could have been a 4. Could have been 4 byes. An unnecessary throw at the stumps. Good job by the fielder. Walking down to the bowler and putting it over his head for 4. Now Hashan is coming to the party. Not the perfect shot in the book. Resulting a boundary. Runs is what matters. 41 for 2. Empire tees. Good Yorker. Good comeback by the bowler. This lad Kavisha Sampath has got pace. It's about using it correctly to outsmart the batsman. He's got to think. Short delivery. This is good bowling. Changed the length. The first 3 deliveries, the batter was on the front foot. And now Kavisha Sampath pushing him to the back. It's over the infield again. But there's a fielder down at long on. Just a single. 7 runs so far in this over. Another single to end the over. That's the over number 7. Empire tees 2 down for 42. MCA Division F cricket tournament live on Sportylk. Ansell Lanka facing Empire tees Ansell won the toss and elected to field first. Sanjeev Piris has been brought into the attack. Some swing in the air. A little bit of swing into the batter. That's the ideal pace to bowl on this pitch. Not allowing the batter to use the pace. A single to Dilantha. Now it's all about building up this innings. Both of the batters have got starts. But as it seems from here, Hashan is looking to score those boundaries as Dilantha is settling himself to play a big one. Good delivery. Nicely managed by the batter at the last minute. Hit hard this time. The fielder cannot get around it. That's another boundary to Dilantha. There's something about his bat swing. Plays with his arms. Feet doesn't move. Good delivery and gone. That's the reply from Sanjeev Piris. Was right on target. A boundary and the next ball a wicket. Completely outplayed the batsman. So Dilantha Ramesh Kumar will have to go. He scored 14 of 20. Empire tees after 8 overs, 49 for 3. Sanjeev Piris finished his over with a wicket. Now the captain Prabhat Dhananjaya to bowl his second, pardon. And the new batter at the other end is Gayan. Now Hashan is on strike. A single down to long off. This is the new batsman. A left-hander. The second left-hander we are seeing today, Gayan Dhammika, the captain himself. 12 matches, 114 runs, averaging 10.36. The numbers can get better. No, says Gayan. Now captain to captain. Prabhat Dhananjaya against Gayan Dhammika. Underage going past the keeper. 2 runs First runs for Guyana. That was through the legs of the keeper. Defensively played. Now Prabhat Dhananjaya testing his opposition. No single down there. 3 runs so far in this over. 1 more delivery to go. Can he end it well? Yes, he can. 3 runs in that over. 9 overs completed. Empire Tees 52 for 3. $52 for 3 as Sanjay Pires is running into ball his second over. That's a missed opportunity. An easy chance, wasn't it? He should have held on to it. That's Mahisha at short mid-wicket. Should have been taken. He didn't time the jump well. That could have been the second wicket for Sanjay Pires. Again, not giving 100% at backward point, allowing Gyan Dhammika to score a boundary. Not the best of efforts from the fielder. Another single. Now the current run rate has gone up past 6. $120 on this ground won't be enough given the conditions. A small ground comparatively. A quick single completed. Oh, the ball hit the batter. A very bad spot to be in. Let's see what happened in the replay. Oh, it was onto his arm. That must be hurting. Taking his time is Gyan Dhammika. He was starting to play well, play better. Look at the number of sub-fielders, sub-persons in the ground. As you can see, a captain is well respected in a team. Taking good care. That's the opening batter. Played a few big shots today. Danica. It's slowly getting ready. Gandamika on 7 of 7. His wicket must be vital, especially at this moment of the game. They are on 59 for 3. 2 more deliveries to complete the 10th over. So at the halfway mark, they are scoring run a ball. We are all set. Slight bit of miscommunication between the batters, but no harm done. A single to Gandamika. Hashan on 12 of 15. Good shot, straight down the ground. But protection is there. A good throw as well. That ends the 10th over. Empire T 60 for 3.
Batting so far for Empire Tees, despite losing 3 wickets, they are maintaining a run rate of 6.1. All-rounders and a couple of batters to come. Well placed, you can say. But they were expecting something around 70, maybe 80. If they are to reach 170. Prabhat, meanwhile, into his 3rd over. That was there to be hit. But unfortunately, just maybe by trying to hit it too hard, Hashan missing the opportunity together with Dhammika. Now they are trying to stitch out a partnership to lay a solid foundation for them to launch towards the final 5 overs. Wild heave, head was up, looking up, and as a result, losing the shape of the shot and only managing to find the outer half of the bat. Fielder makes no mistake. Yet another dot ball. This is his method of operation. Prabhat outside the line of the off stump. Try to glide that one. Going for a single. And horrendous piece of judgment. Single wasn't on. He just kept going without looking at the partner and paying the heaviest price. Now he's gone. Empire T is losing the 3rd wicket. There you go. He went beyond the point of no return. Absolutely no doubts. He must be disappointed. He was doing fairly well. 13 runs of 18 deliveries. Not anymore. Ashan Seneviratne out for 13 of 19 deliveries. Run out. Mahesha Madhumanta and Harshana combining. Wicketkeeper, he's been excellent so far. Outstanding energy. Always communicating. And it stands with the fall of wicket. They've decided to take drinks.
we've got something new for you here at MCA. We all know that MCA is a lot more than cricket. It's where friends can meet up for a drink and families come over for dinner. And now, there's a new reason to stop by. Introducing the MCA Coffee Lounge. Serving fresh coffee, tea, bubble tea, gourmet burgers, and so much more. From 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Stop by for breakfast.
Back after drinks break, Mercantile Cricket Association, the association, the governing body of mercantile cricket, conducting large number of matches annually, only second to Sri Lanka's Schools Cricket Association in terms of volume. Outside the off stump, not the best piece of bowling. Prabhat trying to deploy outside the line of the off stump. Plenty of fielders, of course. Another wide. Little closer, but wide enough, says the umpire. Short third, backward point, sweeper cover, extra cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket, deep backward square leg, and also short fine leg. Interesting field set. That'll do it. Expecting that one to turn. Absolutely no turn. Went on with the arm. Wicket taking over. Just been ended. 3 overs, 8 for Prabhat. 11 done, 63 for 4. Right at the beginning of this game, I went on to mention teams went on to win 60% of the matches by chasing. Absolutely no doubts when it comes to Ansell winning the toss. In their first game against Commercial Bank, they batted first. The opposition invited them at Colombo University grounds. Scored something around 170. 169 to be precise, and that was enough for them to win the game comfortably at the end. He was shaping up for a wild heave and yet another mix-up. Oh, he just didn't manage to gather the ball and whip off the bails. Otherwise would have been a certain opportunity. I certainly wouldn't mind having another look. Bit of a yes, no. And taken a while. And I'm also starting to think that the throw came to the wrong end. Escape, nevertheless, for Empire Tees. 24 teams, 4 groups. Very, very competitive tournament. We've already seen quite a few outstanding performances. That's a good piece of bowling. Sanjeev Puris, clever operator right throughout this tournament, winning 2 matches out of 2, high on confidence, just sticking to his basics. Outside the line of the off stump, one moves in, one moves away. Always keep the batsman guessing. When you make batsman guessing all the time, and that's when you are creating doubts. Playing inside the line of the delivery. Gayan playing inside the line of the delivery and missing it. Excellent over. After 12, Empire T 65 for 4.
At the Mercantile Cricket Association, passion for the game starts young. The MCA Academy welcomes boys and girls under 13 15 and 17. We go beyond the basics, teaching them leadership, public speaking, and the importance of sportsmanship.
Final over and going for a wild heave. Really didn't get hold of that one. Almost ended up skying, but eventually helping him to get that landed safely in front of the fielder. For those who are just joining us on Sporty.lk YouTube channel, this is the game between Empire Tees and Ansell Lanka. Ansell Lanka, high on confidence, winning the toss, inviting the opposition to bat. And as it stands, 12.2 overs, 67 for 4 run rate. It's going down. They've been maintaining a run rate around 6.57, just about 8 overs. That sounded nice, but there is protection. Fielders so far, apart from few fumbles, although did all right. We must keep back in our mind, these players, they are not professionals, at least most of them. Quicker. So he's got subtle variations in length, in his pace. So they've been doing a decent job, making run scoring little tougher now. There you go, creating the doubts. He was under pressure. Faced 15 deliveries, only scored 10 runs, 16 deliveries to be precise now. And Prabhat, this is what he's best at. Bowling economical. Straight to the fielder, just 3 runs, excellent spell. He didn't pick up a wicket, but given away just 11 runs. That'll do the job. After 13, 68 for 4. Fourteenth over. Oh, that's a wild heave. It was there in the slot, but unfortunately the techniques he's been deploying not very, very effective. Head was up. Foot's all over the place. There you go, trying to hit it too hard. This time, however, he gets it into the deep and gets a single. You know for a fact there are plenty of fielders on the onside. The backward square leg, deep bit wicket, wide long on. So if you go aerial, you got to be precise. You know exactly where the fielders are. That'll do it. Sounded nice. Over mid-wicket region. Boundary after a while. After a few quiet overs, skipper decided it's time to go. 75 for 4. Sanjeev Puris. Wasn't a bad bowler, I can tell you. That's his staple line and length. Outside the line of the off stump, this time on the offside. Straight to the fielder, no, it's the call. Right at the beginning, we mentioned the score of around 160 would be very, very competitive. At the moment, Empire T is finding it a little tough. Just about 65 to 75 runs away. And they got to go at least 10 and over or beyond that if they are to reach score beyond 150. So that's tough business. But they have 4 wickets in hand, 2 set batters. Not too much of pace. Clever bowler. 7 runs conceded. A good one for Empire Tees. 14 done, 75 for 4. Six more overs remaining. This is the stage where you're ideally expecting to have two sets batters, and skipper Gayan fairly well set. Just short. He tried to hit it hard, made a solid connection. Chatura once again into the attack. Very similar to Dhananjay. Flatter trajectory, good piece of fielding, getting his body behind. Sounded nice off the bat, but straight to the fielder. Very, very hard to penetrate that gap between wide long on and mid wicket. Ansell Lanka. They pretty much got all areas covered. Good all-round side. All-rounders did a stellar job for them during the first two games, and expecting the same. Way outside the off stump. Bowler anticipating. Better to reach for it. Instead he lets it go. Pulls it. There is some power behind it, but straight to the fielder. They were initially considering the possibility of coming back for the second. No, it's the call by the non-striker, and I think that's the right call. Chatura into his third over, so far given away 15 runs. 5.38 run rate, not ideal. This being a T20. Enough out of the bat. Short one, leg fielder comes around, sends in a return. Quiet period at this stage, just as I mentioned. This is the stage where you expect the batters to go after the bowling. Instead, they're just maybe trying to hit it too hard by trying to force the issue, losing a shape. Another scoring opportunity misses. Outside the off stump, it's just a matter of gliding it between two fielders behind the stumps on the offside. Take on, no mistakes. Not the best piece of batting by Gayan Dhammika. He's eating up too many deliveries, found himself under pressure, played a cross-batted heave, found the top half of the bat, and the bowler, Chatura, well settled, strong base, well taken. 5 down for 79 now.
Dhammika walking back for 17 of 24 deliveries. Caught and bowled by Chatura Sanjeeva. Empire T 79 for 5. Ajit Kumar is the new batter, as Kavisha Sampath is running in to bowl his third over. Good delivery, good start for the over. Stepping into the last 5 overs in this innings. Ajit Kumar, 11 matches, 11 innings, 91 runs, highest of 22. Full toss. Running down to third man. A single to Isuru Deshan. He has been trying to play the big shot, but more often it's not off the middle of the bat. That has been the problem. That's a wide. A wild delivery by Kavisha Sampath. Not the best of options against a new batter. Gone. The middle stump is cartwheeling back. So Ajit Kumar will have to walk back. That was fast, that was straight. That was onto the middle stump. Look at that. A fast bowler's dream. Ajit Kumar is walking back as the 6th wicket. Didn't trouble the scorers. Dayalan comes out to the crease. Another right-hander replacing a right-hander. That's Kanapati Dayalan. Fast and straight. And that's the 2nd consecutive wicket in this over. Kavisha Sampath on a roll. Previously it was the middle stump. This time the leg stump off the ground. Sampath testing the stumps as Kanpati Dayalan is going back to the pavilion. These are the 2 replays of the previous wickets in 2 consecutive deliveries, both on stumps, as stumps were cartwheeling back. Now he's on a hat-trick, Kavisha Sampath. We saw in the last week, Dasis Manchanayaka taking a hat-trick against Pizza Hut, representing H&B Assurance. Now Kavisha Sampath, can he make it? He's on a hat-trick and he's running in. Not this time. He should have bowled it onto the stumps. He should have been targeting the stumps once more. Hasitha Madushan is the new batter. Managing to hold on to it. A very good over. 2 wickets in that over. Empire is 81 for 7. Deshan Silva to bowl his 3rd over. Started off the bowling for Ansell Lanka. It's up in there. Can he make it? No, it was through his hands. That was really an opportunity. A real opportunity this time. He didn't position himself well to take that catch. Swept again. No runs. A good start for the over for Deshan Silva. Just given away 2 runs. It's up in the air. A man is under it and he takes it comfortably. Made it look so easy. That's the 8th wicket going down for Empire Tees. Was up in the air for a while. A good catch. Didn't rush in. Just had his eyes on the ball. Isuru Deshan scored 9 of 15. 9 of 16, pardon. Empire Tees 8 down for 83. Deshan Silva running in again. A good Yorker. Another wicket going down in 2 consecutive deliveries. This is good bowling in the latter half by Ansell Lanka. They are all over the opposition. No chance whatsoever for the batsman. Full and straight. Sudandan is walking back without troubling the scorers. Empire Tees 83 for 9 now. At one stage, they had their foundation. They had those starts. They had runs on the board. They had wickets. But now suddenly, Ansell Lanka pacemen have turned it around. Good delivery. Straight onto the stumps again. Targeting the middle of the middle. Now all the fielders in the ring are creeping in. They are attacking the ball on their toes. Last man on the crease, last ball coming up. Here's Deshan Silva. And he's off the mark. Good over. 2 runs and 2 wickets in it. 17 overs completed. Empire Tees 9 down for 83.
In the heart of Colombia.
Kavisha Sampath had his man for a moment. Now the batters are running for the second. The keeper couldn't hang on to it. That could have been the last wicket. And the 3rd wicket for Kavisha Sampath. Oh. It was on to him in a flash. He's bowling fast, Kavisha Sampath. Again. A good Yorker. A very exciting prospect. Got 2 wickets in the last over. And he's here to finish the innings off. Now Sudandan have scored 3 of 4. Inside edge onto the pads. The good thing about Kavisha Sampath is he's bowling fast and he's more often on those stumps. He's on that line targeting the stumps, and he's bowling full. Just like that. But a single to the batting team. Empire Tees moving up to 87 with that single. Hasita Madusha still to get off the mark. The left-hander. He was experiencing a nightmare from the other end. Straight down the ground for a single. Good effort by the bowler as well. Putting up his 100%. Now the projected score is 99. Is that going to be enough? Full and straight again. Hit down the ground. Just a single. A bit of excitement on the pitch as these batters are running between the wickets. That ends the 18th over. Empire Tees 89 for 9. Deshan Silva bowling his 4th over. Targeting the feet of the batter. A very good exhibition of fast bowling by all these pacemen. Kavisha Sampath from the other end and Deshan Silva from this end. Now Deshan in particular has taken 3 wickets for just 14 runs. He would be happier to get his 4th wicket as well and to finish off this innings in a quick time. Hasita Madusha facing. Beg your pardon, that's Sunandan, the right-hander. Full and straight again. This is good attacking bowling. Not allowing the batters to free their arms. Always targeting the stumps. And always on that full length. A bit slower this time. Taken a bit of pace off the ball. Deshan Silva. Very smart. 3 dot deliveries on the trot for Deshan Silva in this over. Good delivery. That was over the stumps, wasn't it? Deshan indicating to the keeper that was just above the stumps. Now, the runs have dried up. 4 dot deliveries in this over. 5th delivery coming up. A quick single, a direct hit, and gone. That's the last wicket in this innings. They couldn't even hold on for the full 20 overs. That's a good bowling effort by Ansell Lanka. They came into the last 5 overs like they are doing their best. Both with the bat, both with the ball, and with all these fielders putting up their effort. That was a good throw directly onto the stumps. The batting card for Empire Tees, Danica Namit started off brilliantly, played a few big shots, scored 23 of 15. Hashan Seneviratne 13 of 19, Dilantha Ramesh Kumar 14 of 20, Captain Gayan Dhammika 17 of 24. But from then on, after Gayan Dhammika's innings, no batter was able to hang on and score runs. Look at that for a scorecard. 8 extras given away. The total is 89 all out. A happy bowling card for Ansell Lanka. Deshan Silva, 3 wickets for 14 from 3.5 overs. Chatura Sanjeeva took a wicket for 17. Prabhat Dhananjaya been very economical. 11 runs off his 4-over quota. Kavisha Sampath bowled fast and straight. 2 wickets off his 4 overs for 21. Sanjeeva Piris, 1 wicket for 24. A team effort by Ansell Lanka in the bowling department. This was how it started in this morning. That's Danica Namit, a free-flowing batter. Played attackingly, played it into the gaps, played it in the air as well. Now this was the first wicket, a run out, and then Danica started off, played some big shots, but then Deshan Silva got his man. A little partnership between Dilantha and Hashan. That didn't stay for long. Now this was Gayan, the skipper. Miscommunication between the batters. The running between the wickets didn't look that good throughout this innings. Now this was Gayan's wicket. From then on, it was all about pace. Kavisha Sampath bowling full and straight. That was a good catch. Now then Deshan Silva joined his colleague at the other end. Good effort by Ansell Lanka in the bowling department. 89 scored by Empire Tees. The target would be 90 to win this match for Ansell Lanka. So that's the first innings. And until we come back with the next innings, the reply from Ansell Lanka. Stay tuned with Sporty.lk.
Are open, the bar is stocked. Welcome back to MCA.
In the heart.
We've got something new for you here at MCA. We all know that MCA is a lot more than cricket. It's where friends can meet up for a drink and families come over for dinner. And now, there's a new reason to stop by. Introducing the MCA Coffee Lounge. Serving fresh coffee, tea, bubble tea, gourmet burgers, and so much more. From 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Stop by by for breakfast or wind down after work. Bring your friends and family over. We're always here. On the right wing of the MCA Pavilion, welcome to the MCA Coffee Lounge.
In the heart of Colombo,
Welcome back to Now on the Grounds, Colombo. The chase is on. Mercantile F Division T20 tournament on full swing. The target wasn't a big one. 90 off 120 deliveries. Should be straightforward for Ansell Lanka. Looking to get their straight third win under the belt and move on to the quarterfinal high on confidence. Won the toss, put the opposition in and restricted them for just 90 runs. This should be straightforward. I can't see this game going beyond the 16th over. We know for a fact Ansell Lanka have a very, very strong batting lineup. There's a reason why winning both the games. Well-drilled, well-gelled unit. The likes of Harshana, the wicketkeeper, scoring the bulk of the runs for Ansell Lanka. And on the other hand, other Empire teams, they were given a fantastic opportunity. This is the first game of the tournament, and they were expecting to get the campaign off to a rollicking start, but unfortunately, despite getting off to a very decent power play, I thought midway through, they just lost the plot. Too many wickets, made the mistake of batters going after the bowling just about every time. Yes, it's the shortest format, but you can't hit everything out of the park. Mercantile F Division T20 tournament sponsored by Fair First Insurance. And we are coming to you live on Sporty.lk official YouTube channel. Two more matches taking place at MCA grounds, and it's a double header here at Now on the Grounds. Ansell coming into this game as the favourites, and they've just showcased why they are the favourites. Apart from few tiny mistakes in the field, the fielders hold on to their catchers. Bowlers did a fantastic job, and the batters for Empire Tees wasn't up to the mark. They are chasing a very modest total. It'll be interesting to see the approach by Ansell Lanka. They have the firepower. Opening with batting, and Danica is the one opening with the ball in hand for Empire Tees. We are underway then. Good first delivery. Tossing it up on a good length. At this stage, they're using up just about 2-3 deliveries to have a fair idea about the way the mat is behaving. That's nice. Guided away. Good piece of fielding. I thought right throughout this tournament, we are starting to notice that the fielding standards wasn't up to the mark. But we are hoping as we are moving through the tournament, the standard will go up. Danica Nimanta scored 20 plus runs. If I'm not mistaken, he's the top scorer. Prabhat done a very good job with the ball in hand. Trying to sneak through for a single and straight to the fielder. There was absolutely no opportunities. Just as I mentioned right at the beginning of this game, Empire Tees, this is their first game, so their bowlers largely unknown. If you can get up with an incredible bowling performance, they are in with a chance of pulling things back. But right now, it's highly unlikely. Very efficient unit, Ansell Lanka. Now raised their hands up and given out a message, a strong message that they are here to win the title. First priority is to move on to the second round, and winning here would make it easier. Dhananjay together with Deshan. Deshan did a fantastic job with the ball. 412 runs, highest of 74. Fine all-rounder in this division. in mercantile cricket. Very, very useful. All-rounders. If you can't contribute with a ball in hand, you get a chance with a bat in hand. Straight away. Made the intentions clear. Not hanging back. Was on the leg side. Beautiful shot. It's alright, you have the intention, but you need the skill set to match it. Deshaun Silva. Fabulous way to open up your account with a huge 6 over fine leg region. Immediately putting Danica Nimanta under pressure. Just 5 deliveries. That was well bowled, more in line with the stump. Gentle dab and gets a single. Very efficient unit, Ansell Lanka. 8 for no loss after first. Here's the batting lineup. Sahan Harshana, their most prolific run scorer, the wicketkeeper, and their skipper opening up the innings, Prabhat Dhananjay. Did a fantastic job with a ball in hand. An excellent start for Deshaun Silva, the all-rounder. 6. A huge 6 over fine leg region. So both are very capable, very talented batters. They've showcased that during this tournament already. 2 out of 2. A win here will definitely increase their chances of moving on to second round. A team is entitled to play 5 matches. Winning 3 out of 3 will keep them in good stead. Dayalan. An edge. Straight to the third man. Fielder done a decent job. Just a single. So Prabhat as well as Deshaun Silva made their intentions pretty clear that they're not going to hang around. There's a reason why I mentioned this game would not go beyond the 16th over. But cricket is a funny game. You never know. Glorious uncertainties. And that's exactly what the team bowling is hoping for. Get a couple of wickets up front. Put a little bit of pressure on the batting side. And that will entice them to go doing mistakes. If that happens, they'll create that ideal opportunity for them to sneak in. But right now, it's one-way traffic. Ganapati Dayalan. Gentle right arm medium. Slower. Pitch in and around leg stump. Little bit of bounce. You'll see that very consistently when you're playing on a mat. It's ideal to get accustomed playing fast bowling, because you know for a fact there is carry, there is bounce, and it will be consistent right throughout the day. Down the leg side. Mistakes creeping in. They are to defend this small total. They got to be right on the money. Switching in, finding the right length right from the word go. Not like that. That'll make things easier. Right now, 2 batters under no pressure. Absolutely no pressure. He goes aerial. Made solid enough connection. Fielder settling. And he drops it. A sitter. I mentioned about sticking to basics. I thought it was a simple chance. Had the ample opportunity of getting underneath it. Dilanta. You're not going to feel too happy about that, I can tell you. When you're provided with opportunities such as this, straight through the hands. Not the best technique. Oh, that sounds nice. Clears the infield. They will definitely come back for the second quite easily. I mentioned this is a very tough group. We would find a case where teams ended up winning same number of matches at the end of the first round. In that case, net run rate will be the defining factor. That's the reason why I'm thinking Ansell Lanka not holding back, trying to get those runs as quickly as possible. Kanapati, unfortunate. Should have picked up a wicket. Ooh, that was a wild heave there to be hit. Just maybe losing the shape by trying to hit it too much. Deshaun Silva, capable striker. We found that already. 3 games in, just about all of them contributing immensely for the victories. Oh, extending the invitation. And he says, thank you so much. A huge 6. That was landed on top of the roof. We must have another look. A huge 6. A full toss. Look at the wrist work. Just like a slingshot. At least 80 meters. 2 overs done, 19 for no loss. Looking at the way things panned out so far, I think the game between Camera.lk and Ansell Lanka, table toppers right now, will be an interesting one, without a doubt. Yet another very strong team, winning both the games quite comfortably, just like Ansell Lanka. Prabhat Dhananjaya just providing opportunities to Deshaun Silva, the aggressor. Straight away change in bowling. Oh, that's horrendous piece of fielding. He was heading somewhere, but the ball is heading somewhere else. Lackluster piece of fielding, to say the least. Was it a tough one? There was absolutely no need of diving on top of it. If I'm not mistaken, that's the man who dropped the catch. So far, having a torrid day. Right now on the grounds. 3rd over in progress. Prabhat Dhananjaya. It must be a great feeling as a skipper to be in this position. My goodness. Was it pitched outside the mat? If that the case, yes. Was clearly pitched outside the line of the mat. And as a result, a free hit. I'm starting to notice they got quite a few areas to improve. The bowling, we are just 2 overs in and already found out bowlers. It'll be a struggle for them if they are not sorting it out as quickly as possible. Here's the free hit. Deshaun Silva. He will anyway looking to go after the bowling. And here's an opportunity. Oh, that struck well, but gained height instead of distance. Content with a single, Deshaun Silva. Just maybe trying to hit it too hard, and why not? It's a free hit. You're not going to get out. Prabhat Dhananjaya, skipper. I'll just mention, must be a great feeling winning 2 out of 2 and in a position to win the 3rd one quite convincingly. 26 runs already. And we are not even through with the 3rd over. Empire Tees were hoping for a bright start for this tournament, but unfortunately, it's a torrid start. And I'm starting to wonder, will there be even more hard stuff on offer for Empire Tees? Gets a single quite comfortably. Dhananjaya, right this stage, is worried about getting Deshaun Silva on strike, and he does the rest. Needing 63 runs, 105 deliveries, straightforward. I mentioned this over Might not go beyond 15th or 16th over. Maybe completed even before that, looking at the way Deshan Silva is batting. Sri Lanka already given away 7 runs. He was fortunate. That's a full toss. Slapped it away. Bounced just once inside the boundary line. It's a boundary. This is superb batting. Understanding your job role. He's the all-rounder sent in with a purpose. And he got the skills to match that. Powerful striker. Already quite a few boundaries, dealing in boundaries. Another one. Gain height. And he goes all the way for yet another 6. Sri Lanka under huge pressure. It's an exhibition of sixers. Sounded really nice. Boundaries aren't the biggest towards that side, but that'll clear any boundary. Just about 70 meters, if not more. He looks good. Just 9 deliveries, 27 runs. Another 6, a flat one. Oh, what a shot. Short enough. Excellent wrist work. Very strong player on the onside. We must have another look. Superb shot. Take a look at it. I'm almost looking at the fielder. There are no fielders. Excellent third over. 3 overs done, 43 for none. 47 needed. Just a formality. Right now, they are just delaying the inevitable. Take a look at the run rate. 14 plus. My word. Some start. 3 more overs remaining in the first power play. Smart cricket. Get the strike on strike as much as possible. Kanapati Dayalan first over went for 11. And I have no doubts it will be intimidating bowling to this guy. 10 deliveries, 33 runs, striking at 333%. Required run rate just 2.73. Superb shot. Fielder this time grabs it. Much needed wicket. For a moment thought Deshan Silva struck that one beautifully, but didn't get hold of that one. It was a miscue, gone aerial. Fielder this time settled underneath it quite comfortably and gets a good catch. Dangerous man walks back, but he has done the job. 33 runs, just 11 deliveries. Fabulous batting. Kotsudandan after 33, first wicket down for Ansell Lanka. As we speak, run rate 13.2, and I can't see them changing the approach. It's just about maintaining it around 10 and over. If that happens, it will be over by 10th, 11th over. Kanapati Dayalan should have picked up a wicket earlier on, but deservingly so. Picks up another wicket. Here's the main batter, Sahan Harshana. Fantastic half century the other day against Commercial Bank at Colombo University grounds. 400s and averaging 59. That tells you a story. Perfect on drive straight to the fielder. Very intelligent player. Very clever. Knows to adapt according to a situation, which is exactly what he did against Commercial Bank. They lost just about 2-3 wickets quickly. Then he came in and built a partnership just like that. Gentle hands and gets a single. Fabulous batting. So comparatively, the favourites, right at the beginning I mentioned that Ansell Lanka coming into this game as the favourites, and they are just demonstrating why they are the favourites. Top of the group, 3 out of 3, high on confidence. Way to go. Brilliant. Just sweep it away over the infield. No need to run. Outfield will just the rest. 4 more runs to the total. It's a rapid start. Needing just 45. Starting up. They needed just 90 runs already. 50% of the target wiped off. 49 for the loss of 1 wicket. Prabhat now starting to feel comfortable. An edge, but fortunately finds a gap. Will it have the legs? Yes, it does. 4 more runs to the total. 53 runs already on the board. Torrid times continues for Empire Tees. A wicket being taken, but a very good, very expensive over, I can tell you. 2 boundaries. Never a good thing when you're defending a target of 90 runs. Things looking up for Ansell Lanka. 4 done, 53 for 1. Needing just 37. So we might be in for an early finish. It's a double header here at Nala on the grounds. Colombo later on. It's another game scheduled. Ansell Lanka, too powerful. Too much class. Danika Nimanta once again comes into the attack. First over went for 8 runs. Prabhat on 16. Sahan Harshana, their main batter, got off the mark. Just 2 deliveries. Needing just 37. Lets it go. Technically sound, compact looking techniques. And lets it go. You can see footwork, ideal, right on point. When you have that, when you have the techniques and the attitude to match it, you're going to enjoy so much of success in mercantile cricket. Short pitch. That was asking to be hit. Got hit me written all over it. And that's exactly what Harshana did. Whipped away for 4. Torrid times continues for Empire Tees. Early in the day, looking at them doing their warm-ups, training, I was hoping yet another team who can pose a real threat. But unfortunately wasn't the case. It was all too easy for Ansell Lanka, picking up singles, picking up boundaries at will. Catches going down. Not the way to start. But they have 4 more matches, and hopefully they can come up with a better effort when they're turning up for their second game. Prabhat on 16. On strike. Yet another very technically sound player. Simple techniques. Oh, that sounded good. That crack off the bat and proven. Goes a long way, just about 75 meters at least over the mid-wicket boundary. That's Prabhat for 6 if I'm not mistaken. And no questions as to which area is favorite. The cow corner. On 22, just 13 deliveries. Needing 26. We are still in the first power play. It was all too easy. No match for Ansell Lanka. Empire Tees got their work cut out. Given a respect, pitched in line with the stumps. 11 runs already conceded. Swept away. There are no fielders. No need to run. 4 more runs to the total. 68 for the loss of 1 wicket. It's all too easy. Raining boundaries and sixes. Prabhat, the skipper, this time joins the party. Beautifully played. So that's the completion of the 5th. Ansell in a commanding position, 68 for 1.
Fantastic 2 opening partnerships for Ansell Lanka. The first one being 44 of 21. Deshan Silva and the captain Prabhat Dhananjaya were playing brilliantly. They are in a hurry. In 5 overs, 68 for 1. Just 22 runs more needed as Kanapati Dayalan is continuing. Flicked away nicely. All too easy. The umpire is yet to confirm whether it's a 6 or a 4. 4 he confirms. 4 or 6 doesn't matter. They are on their way. Starting off the over with a boundary. Then a single. Sahan Harshana. A smart batter with a brilliant average of 58. Now Prabhat Dhananjaya in the previous over hit 2 boundaries. A huge 6 as well. He's chasing after the ball. A wide signaled by the umpire. The victory is somewhere around the corner. They are just 3 hits away. A quick single completed. Seven runs already in this over. They are looking for a hiding. All these bowlers. Flicked nicely again. And a 6. Nicely timed. And over the boundary. These are good cricketing shots. Beautiful. "13 runs so far in this over. Last 2 deliveries coming up. Short and wide. Put away nicely. Another boundary. This will definitely help their net run rate in this tournament. Too easy. They are 5 runs away. A rare dot delivery to end the over. 6 overs completed. Ansell Lanka 85 for 1. "85 for 1 after 6 overs. Just 5 runs away from wrapping up this game. Ansell Lanka. He's gone. He's frustrated with himself. The captain, Prabhat Dhananjaya, has to go. Madhushan was bowling around the wicket. He should have finished the game off, but he's walking back. 27 off 17. Ansell Lanka 85 for 2. Another left-hander in. He's there to score 5 runs. Madhushan again on target. Got the wicket of the opposite skipper. Driven nicely down the ground and for 4. The scores are on a level. Time to perfection. These are the winning runs for Ansell Lanka. They have dominated the game from the bat, from the ball, and in the field. A confidence booster and a healthy finish to this match. Ansell Lanka would be delighted. They finished the game off in the 7th over. That'll help their net run rate too. Chatura Sanjeeva scoring those winning runs with a boundary and a single. A brilliant performance by Ansell Lanka. They did everything right. They won the toss. They decided to field. They bowled well. Once Empire tees were 80 for 5. And then Ansell Lanka came back sharply. Took 5 wickets for 9 runs. This is the batting card for the winning team. Prabhat Dhananjaya, the captain, scored 27 of 17. Deshan Silva got them on track, 33 of 11. And Sahan Harshana, 21 of 10. Chatura Sanjeeva adding the finishing touches, 5 of 3. 4 extras given away by Empire tees. Danica Namith started off the bowling. Couldn't do much. 23 of his 2 overs. Kanapati Dayalan took a beating. 38 runs and a wicket. Dilanka Ratnasekara 1 over for 23. And Hasitha Madhushan 1 for 5 in his first over. Not much to talk about in the bowling card. It was all about Ansell Lanka in this game. Deshan Silva took them off to a brilliant start. He did every part into the ground. That was the first wicket. And then the captain Prabhat Dhananjaya joined the party, scoring those boundaries. There was nothing much to do for Sahan Harshana and Chatura Sanjeeva. It only took 6.4 overs for them to score and chase down the target of 90. This was beautiful. It was Sahan Harshana. Second wicket. The boundary from Chatura Sanjeeva. A brilliant performance by Ansell Lanka. They outplayed, outsmarted the opposition. Empire T put into bat first, scored 89 all out after 18.5 overs. Danika Namit scored 23. Gayan Dhammika, the skipper, scored 17 of 24. Deshan Silva and Kavisha Sampath bowled really well. Deshan Silva took 3 for 14. Kavisha Sampath took 2 for 21. And Chatura Sanjeeva 1 for 17. Ansell Lanka in reply finished the game off in style under 7 overs. 90 for 2. Deshan Silva 33 of 11. Prabhat Dhananjaya 27 of 17. And Hassan Harshana unbeaten on 21 of 10. Kanapati Dayalan 3 overs 38 runs for a wicket. And Hasitha Madhushan took 1 wicket for 5 in 4 deliveries. That's the end of the game. Congratulations to Ansell Lanka. And we'll be back with the next game. Until then, stay tuned with Sporty.lk.